I am proud to announce today that this office, with our federal partners at the EPA, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and HUD Office of the Inspector General, joined by the New York State Attorney General, has settled a lawsuit against a major New York City landlord, Lilmore Management, LLC, to make more than 2,500 apartments across the city safe for the New Yorkers who live in them. Millions of people face health threats from environmental hazards in the home, including many New Yorkers. One key problem is lead paint in older buildings. Lead is toxic, especially to children, and when young kids breathe lead dust or put peeling lead paint in their mouths, they can face lifelong health consequences, like neurological problems and learning disabilities. Other unsafe housing conditions, like mold growing on walls or uncontrolled pests, can also impact tenants' health. These harms especially impact low-income New Yorkers who already face significant health and safety burdens. Landlords and property managers are required under federal and local law to protect their tenants from lead paint. They're also required to prevent conditions that threaten public health. As we allege in our complaint, for years, Lilmore has violated federal and local lead paint laws and failed to provide safe and sanitary housing. Apartments have been riddled with peeling lead paint and lead dust, infested by rats, mice, and roaches, subject to perpetual leaks and covered with growing mold, and otherwise a danger to human health. More than 130 children suffered lead poisoning in Lilmore's buildings over the past 12 years. Here's a picture that a tenant sent to Lilmore showing mold covering the bedroom where the tenant's 2-year-old son slept. At this point, the tenant had waited 5 months for repairs from Lilmore. Our settlement will bring much needed relief to thousands of tenants living in dozens of buildings throughout New York City. The settlement requires Lilmore to abate all lead paint in its apartments and to eliminate all substandard conditions. This work will happen under the supervision of a housing specialist selected by the federal and state government. Lilmore is also required to pay more than $3.5 million in civil penalties and more than $2.9 million to impacted tenants as restitution. It will also provide rent abatement credits for affected tenants and freeze the rents of those subjected to substandard housing. This settlement should serve as a warning to landlords who think they can ignore federal law and otherwise allow dangerous health and safety conditions to exist in their apartments. We will hold you responsible for your actions. The people of New York deserve no less.